Yo, so there's something I really wanted to talk about really quickly. I just finished watching the Chainsaw Man, the movie, Reze Arc. And I just want to say, if you've watched the anime, everything from this point and beyond is going to be peak storytelling, good writing. I can promise you that. Everything I've read the manga, everything from this point on is peak fiction, bro. And the movie, as for my rating on the movie, I'm gonna give it, I say a solid 9 out of 10 peak fiction on God, bro. That shit was absolute cinema. I can't wait to see it in theaters when it comes out. I just want to say, like, the movie, absolutely beautiful movie. They nailed it. They nailed it. Like, even if you decide not to watch the anime, and like, if I had to give a really specific order on how to watch the anime to experience Chainsaw Man, I'd say don't watch the anime, watch the movie. So read up to the Reze arc, watch the movie for the Reze arc, and read ahead in Chainsaw Man. I'd say what to do. So now, getting more into before I like really begin to talk about the movie, I think I should talk about the Chainsaw Man anime first. So I'd say the Chainsaw Man anime, it was kind of unfaithful to the adaptation of the manga, but well, it was faithful, but they changed the style up so much. Makima, she doesn't have like her same, like, her build, and they changed up like the hair color, but in the movie they were a lot more faithful to the manga adaptation. It's like more one to one of what we saw in the manga, and they really did a great job of bringing it to life. And I really liked, the moment when there was a fireworks festival. That's my favorite scene of the whole movie, by the way. And I just want to say, absolutely fantastic, bro. Like, if I had to describe Chainsaw Man to the homies every time, I'm gonna say it's like prime. It's on the same level as prime Disney films, but it's for real niggas. Like, that's how it is, bro. Chainsaw Man movie, Reze, and Reze 2. Oh my god, I almost forgot. Like, Reze, this is, I'd say, Hmm. Between this and the arc with a certain devil in hell that we only saw once, but I would say it's my favorite arc. But Reze, hands down, my second favorite anime girl of all time, but behind Kurumi Tokisaki. But bro, Reze was so perfect. I see why this got a movie. Like, everything about Reze was perfect. Like, from beginning to end. When I read it, like, she was perfect. Her story was perfect, and how it ended, it was just perfect. Too good. And let me talk about this a little bit more. Talk about the movie. So to like basically sum up the movie in short, I'd say put it like this. So Denji, after a movie date with Makima, he walked into a phone booth because it was raining, pouring down really hard, and Reze came into the booth after he did, and he showed her a trick, and she was like, wow, that's a cool magic trick. And he was like, yeah, there's no trick to this magic. I remember that scene. And boom, that's how they met. And he went back to the cafe she works at. Him. That's how they met. And everything after onwards, it was just so well written, like, so thoroughly, like, orderly, in an orderly fashion on how well it was written. It was like Kishimoto Tatsuki Fujimoto, he mastered the art of show, don't tell. Because instead of like sitting around trying to explain everything and how everything works, we just watch everything play out. That's exactly how it is when you read it too. And it was great. Now, to get a little bit more into spoiler territory, this is spoiler alert for anyone who has not read the Chainsaw Man manga or you have not watched the movie yet. So we start off a little after the what is it, the Snake Devil arc and the Future Devil. Denji now, he's kind of has some free time on his hands. So we wakes Power, she was misbehaving. She drunk Denji and Aki's blood when they were sleeping in. So Denji gets to partner up with this Shark Devil, the Shark Devil, yeah. All right, so the shark, he follows Denji's around, and boom. You know what? I'm just gonna. If you watched it, So there's no I can skip by this. I think I'm gonna just cut that out. So, but bro, I'm gonna just skip to like my favorite parts and talk about how good the movie is. Let's see. We then get into the scene of Denji and Reze. They kind of talk and bond at the cafe and like exchange some words about their past and how they had it growing up. And Reze, she's everything but boring. Like, she's just a good female character. And fast forward and we skip over to Aki. He is now bonding with the angel devil. He hates all devils, but for the first time again, just like when he lost Rimene, he kind of eventually forms his bond with the angel devil, even though it took 2 months out of his lifespan in order to touch him. That's angel devil is a trap, by the way. So yeah, he forms that connection strong enough with the angel devil in order to save him, and the devil ends up repaying the favor back near the end of the movie. I'm not gonna spoil that. And skipping over to Denji and Reze, they kind of, they enjoyed their little fun time at the school. They had a little play date. Not much to the review over, but Denji really like had fun from like for one of the first times in his life, cause it's like Reze, she really played the perfect girlfriend dynamic, or no, she played out the perfect first love dynamic. I put it like this. I think this is how Tatsuki Fujimoto set it up. Denji and Powder are the brother and sisters. Yes, brother and sisters arguing with a brick wall. Makima was like a mom to Denji, and Reze was like his first love, or she let him experience what it's like to have a girlfriend for the first time. So the date that they went on, and kind of how tragically it ended at the end, and he eventually just has to move on and get over it. That's how life is. And they don't really explain this to you. And an anime only will tell me, oh, it's not that deep, you're over analyzing. Yes, it is. It is that deep. Chainsaw Man is not just a gooner titty anime, bro. Oh yeah, and getting to around, I'd say, yes, specifically, it was the 42-minute mark. This is my favorite scene in the movie. I still remember this like from like 4 years ago when I first read this in the manga. Denji and Reze, they kiss. The fireworks go off. It's all perfect. But she was like, but before this, she was like, you have feelings for someone else, doesn't it? Denji was like, yeah, I do. It's Makima. And, Reze, she steals the kiss. The fireworks go off. Everything's perfect. But they step on this red piece of candy. They cut to that scene and they come back to Denji, Reze. They're still kissing. Denji falls to the ground. And we see, boom, for the first time, it's revealed Reze, apparently she's a psycho. And she like kissed and she bit off this man's tongue. Like that's actually insane. Like, it's so fucked up. Like, how did Kishimoto like even think of this, bro? And then like, it's like you should have known too, like from the beginning, like something was off. Something was off about her, cause she took out one of the assassins, and it was someone chased her, and she eliminated like one of the assassins that was after Denji, and talked to a mysterious devil or something that was down the pipe drain. So we know there's something off about her, and they squabble. She runs the whole public safety gauntlet through the city just because she can. They squabble, and Denji, he basically wraps her up in chains. He silences them and jumps into the ocean with her tied to him. She can't explode, and she saves her. But this is where she gets to the side where she wants to like play it off as, I faked this whole thing. I never liked you, Denji, to begin with, and I don't want anything to do with you anymore. I was faking. She leaves. Denji says he'll be waiting for her at the cafe tomorrow, so please be there. She walks off. And now Reze, she makes it to the train station, but at the last minute, she leaves the train. She tries to head back to the cafe, but a certain someone puts an end to the mouse. She's caught in the mousetrap, and I'm not gonna spoil that for animes onlys for who haven't seen that and whatnot. So it's pretty obvious. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty obvious. But when I first experienced it myself, I did like mental gymnastics to not realize it, to not notice. Not gonna lie. We all love. It's all love, Still love her too, But hey, I think that just about wraps it up. It's this little short little. It's like a short little fairy tale. Like I said, it's like a that played out like a Disney film. It was so beautiful. And I really love the animation, the CGI. That could have been more well blended, I'd say. And I do like this style more than what they went with in season one. And I hope like they build more on this instead of what they went with in season one, and making the tone all, I don't know, all overzealous and serious. Yeah, that just about wraps up me on Chainsaw Man. Go watch the movie. It's great. Read Chainsaw Man too. It's amazing. One of my favorite mangas of all time. And no, as a matter of fact, Chainsaw Man is my second favorite manga of all time. It's just second in everything behind One Punch Man. Yeah. Reze, my favorite, second favorite anime girl of all time, behind Kurumi from Data Live. Yeah. I rate this movie a solid 9 out of 10. Everything about it was perfect. Storytelling was good. Perfectly executed. There's just no message behind it. Yeah, so that's gonna wrap it up for today. My name's Kelly. Don't forget to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed. Comment, let me know what you think about it, and if you're feeling up to it, hit the subscribe button. It'll really help me out. I'm a growing channel, and I'm gonna see you guys. Peace out.